We are here again. I'll get my socks off my desk. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in, Fun University, where we're going to have some paper crafting fun. Just come on in. It's fun to come to show up and see you guys already hanging out, chatting. You're a nice group, I tell you. You're just a really nice group. I'm washing my little stamp bottoms. So if the top of a stamp, is the top of a stamp the part that goes on the block, or is it the part that you stamp with? Because if it's the part that goes on a block, then I am washing stamp bottoms. But if it's the part that you stamp with, I'm washing stamp faces. So I don't know if there is a definitive answer on this, but perhaps tonight we will discover exactly what is a stamp bottom and a stamp face. I'm up for that challenge. What are you thinking? Hello, Mary Lynn, Sharon, Lee, Roberta, Judy, Patty, 5K. So I guess it's up to you guys to tell me if it's a stamp bottom or a stamp face. Because I may treat them differently if I know. I may not. But I may. So, tonight's study hall. We'll get started here in just a few shakes of a re-inker of an Avery Elle shimmer spray. I think, I have been doing this for so long, it is becoming apparent. I see new techniques and I go, holy smokes, I did that in 2004. I know I've got a card that did that. So, oh no, not the block, Sharon. The block is etched. Bottoms and faces need to be washed. This is true. We clean both ends as mothers, as stamp moms. So as a stamp mom, I clean both the bottom and the face of a stamp. Oh, your mask is covered with Father's Day cards. Exciting. No, but do you stamp with the stamp face, or is that the stamp bottom? So does the bottom go, the stamp bottom, this is very, very philosophical, I know. Does the stamp bottom go onto the block? This is the question. And so when you are cleaning it, wiping it, as it were, are you wiping its face or its bottom? Maybe nobody else cares as much as I do. They shouldn't. I gotta tell you, I've got a pretty good mess going on here myself, and I have several things. I have not pinpointed my desire for the evening, but the bottom, okay, Patty says, the bottom is the part that attaches to the block. So I am actually, when I'm cleaning my stamp, I am cleaning its face, the stamp face. So I'm wiping the jam off stamp face like this. I think I'm good with that. Do we have any other people saying what's this? Oh, that was last week. Do we have any other opinions? Wouldn't the bottom be smooth and the face be contoured? That's a very good point, Sharon. Yes, the stamp positioners, they're still used. I wish I still had mine every once in a while, but not very darn often. The bottom is the part that attaches. Okay, those days I use mine. Yep. I think so. This is probably the stamp face, like the face of a mountain is the part that you see, and the bottom of the mountain is, I don't know, the insides of the mountain. Stamps and mountains, are they the same? Am I making a mountain out of a molehill, out of a hill of stamp? I'm not sure. Well, I guess we should get started so I can decide what to do. Shall we do that? Oh my gosh, Judy, don't bring that up. Judy says, What happens when the double-sided stamps out there that are reversible? I'm gonna have a twitch. Okay, well, we'll continue this conversation here on Fun University. Yes, we are on Bunny Trail Hall tonight, so we will continue this conversation. I think I know what I want to do. About time, because it's time to do this. Thanks for being here, you guys. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn. Welcome to Fun University. Good evening. This is Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, asking those provocative questions such as, is it a stamp sprite face or a stamp bum that you stamp with? And we already have conversation out there trying to figure out this perplexing situation. We have the stamp face that you stamp. Oh, anyway, I should tell you who I am. I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun. This is Fun University Study Hall. Study Hall is presented right here on Bunny Trail Hall, a building, a mask. It's a mask at Fun University. This is a paper crafting free extravaganza, just never knowing what we're going to quite cover, and it is time to decide though, because this is where I come to my table open to you saying, I don't know what we're going to do, but let's do something. And I just knew Fun U is full of things to learn. Well, occasionally we'd like to get you to learn something, but sometimes you just don't. But I do have a little project tonight. So if you are new to Fun University, don't be afraid. Just stay with us. We are friendly. We brush our teeth regularly. And we're involved with all sorts of learning activities too. But that happens on Thursday nights at 6:30 right here on Fun University YouTube channel. And then we also have a couple other shows. One is called Cut the Crap and Create, and the other one is Craft Roulette. If you those are both on the youtube.com/Craft Roulette channel, so you can join us there too. That is the ultimate paper crafting game show. That's what Craft Roulette is. And Cut the Crap and Create is evolving. It is sometimes just a conversation with a creative person, and then other times it's going to be, oh, I'm not going to tell you yet because it's still evolving. We have a meeting on Monday to talk about the next steps. So almost got me to spill the beans. I'm looking at my mask. I am for a study hall, a study hall. Study halls are study halls, when we were a premium channel or site, were kind of a bonus class, because I always figured I had other things I wanted to share, but they didn't fit in a class. I used to do scrapbooking and then card making and then another class. But now they study hall is just kind of like, whoa, let's just do something. Maybe it's something will work, maybe it won't work, but we're going to do it anyway. And we're going to go down to paper and start seeing if it works. Okay, thank you for being here. I have a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, and I am thinking that an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper, pardon me, will make 4 A2 size card fronts, which I think is a great thing to start with. So what I am thinking, and I am thinking great deeply thoughts, I think I'm just going to take these ergonomic things. This one I have not had the nerve to break in, but this one has some lovely blue on it. I think I'm going to go, we're going to keep it primary colors until I think I can afford more of them. These were Amazon, so you got 2 for $10 or something. So it was quite a reasonable thing, but compared to some sources. So these, you can get some inking done pretty darn fast with these guys. This is too light. I probably need some. But if you start really light too, you do run the risk of getting that hard spot But if you do start with a really light hand, sometimes you don't get that. So, like, I'm barely touching, and then we just start this process, and we start adding pressure until we come up with nothing again. I think I've done enough of that. And I'm going to go to a little darker yellow. And then, since this one's a little more juicy, I think I will come off the edge. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, I've been working with fruit because it's summer and life is full of fruity moments in summer. And isn't that kind of like, oh, we get so many foods now year round. But in the olden days, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes, we used to only get good fruit that wasn't drowned in sugar and syrup. And that we were thankful for too, but in the summer. So now you can get blueberries all year round. It's I don't even know what happens to make that happen, but I am perpetually glad about it. But so we've been working with fruit this month on Fun University for our topic and theme of our classes. So I think I am going to just put a great big old blobby sheet of yellow greatness. Yes, that's exactly what she said. A blobby sheet of yellow greatness. And then I think I've got this cute little house and it clicks. And then pull out the blue. Let's see if there's any paint on or ink. There's a little bit. I think you can probably buy one of these for every color that you have. That's nice. Or oh, you know what else too? Hello, I am so slow with my own life. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out Mr. Yellow again and use mustard seed. The perfect blendy kind of stuff that has, yes, it does have dog fur on it. That'll make it faster. Plus, I just sped it up. So, okay, now we're getting some color. I don't really want it too bright though. Now that I think about it. Yes, thank you, Sharon. Please hit the like button. I don't know if it's likable, but please do that and share with maybe your dentist or somebody that you think needs to see this kind of stuff. I don't know. I had some women dentists. I've had some men dentists. I don't know if they were crafting dentists. Dentistry though is, you have to have a very, very steady, good hand. So they're probably very good craftsmen when it comes to the table of crafting this. Okay, knowing that blue and yellow are both primaries, when you mix them, what are you going to get, class? I'm going to let you tell me. You're going to be seeing it here in a minute. So much for a pop quiz and giving you the answer. But that's part of the reason I chose these two colors. Because I knew they would play nice. They're cousins. They live on the same block on their color wheel. They go to each other's ink pads for Thanksgiving. Yes, it is green. Go to the top of the class, Patty, and kiss your brain as you go. Yes, we do have a little green right in here. See, kind of like a skyline there when you're getting the weather change. Ooh, ooh. There's a fix for that when you bend your paper. The fix is bend it some more. That is not the same if you twist an ankle. Don't twist it more. But if you, there, can you see it better now? There's some green coming in. Whoopsie, whoopsie. But if you do bend your paper, just Go ahead, bend it some more, or you can take a scissors and distress it. Woohoo! And that too will help you, or just rip the thing off. Then make it have a new design element of texture. I think we can come in on some of this yellow right in here. This is about as exciting as watching paint dry. But I think I got a plan. I know I do. What's a good fruity saying that's not too corny? I don't know. I don't know if I have one. They're mostly puns, which are fine. Oh, I got a hard spot. That's okay. Okay, this is going to be fine. We might come in with some green then. Do I have a green? I'm starting these little distress ink things. Now here's some regular distress ink. Maybe I can come in with that just a little bit. I don't have any more of those big brushes. I'm just going to add a little bit. Augment what we have. I can say augment because this is a university. I wonder if this is even going to be pretty. Like that when you start getting... Okay, now I've invested a little time, a little ink. You guys are all hanging out, wondering what I'm making. I'm not quite sure, but let's keep at it. Okay. So now we know that we can make 4 card fronts just like this if we keep them real simple. So let's start with cutting it down the middle at 4 1/4. That's too long for card base. So then we're gonna whip them together and do a 5 1/2. Now we have 4 card bases. Pretty darn fast, don't we? Don't you think? Don't you think? Don't you think? Okay, now which ones do I want at the top? Doesn't really matter that much, I suppose. Now I'm going to pull out some fruit, because that's what I can't get past this fruit stuff. And this has not been off its block. Then, oh, aren't you the best? Oh my goodness, we make a nice pear. Yes, thanks a melon. You're a grape friend. The more you fruit, the more you do, Karen. Is that a saying in Australia? Craft beer. So, okay, we're going to put in some fruit at the top. A little farther than the top, isn't it? And do I have? No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. But I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Oh, I know what I was going to show you tonight. I was going to show you how to do a little book, too. Okay, I got to show you that, too. You may already know, but it won't take but a little time. A little time and a little piece of paper. Okay, this is a Post-it. I'm not going to be real fancy on this. I'm just going to chunk it, do a little fancy. I was going to do a fussy cut, but, you know, we didn't have any milk, and there were lots of other things that we were getting low on. So I went to the grocery store. So much for fussy cutting. We needed to have some fussy eating, or we were going to be fussy without food. So I went to the grocery store instead of doing my outline on fussy cutting. So I owe you for next week. I'll do a fundamental on fussy cutting. Does it make you have allergies? I hope not. It's actually it's really fun to just be able to do a little fussy cutting. And I think one of the things in the fundamental to discuss can be reasons that you may want to be able to fussy cut. Because if you don't have a reason to want to, Why the heck would you? It takes effort. But if you have a reason, then perhaps it will make more sense, and you'll say, oh, yes, I will learn, I will perfect, I will practice. Those are the things you have to do. Yeah. We'll put him down here and we won't tuck him away anywhere. Okay. 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 Now we'll switch to the other fruit that has not come off of its stamp since last week. This poor ink pad needs some ink. But, yeah. Oop, that one went over a little bit. That's okay. Okay, so now for this little spot, see we have two. I don't want to cut out another mask. So I am going to hedge it over toward the one that has a mask. There we go. Now we have little things that are just sticking out there, so cute, precious. All right, now my thinking was to color those in. I don't know if it's good thinking or not. It might be a bad thinking. That would be one thing we could do. We could leave it, we can do it like that and then write something down here. And when I say write something, I mean literally write it. So I don't think it's ready for writing though, because it's still too inky. Okay, so we'll put that guy off to the side because you can feel it. It's just still living. The ink is still living. And you cannot rush that kind of thing. So we have some more, so we can do another option here. I'm going to get some new blocks out because this set of stamps have matching solid stamps. So we'll try it again. I think that's a peach. We'll do a couple peaches right next to each other. Peaches are friendly. Don't you think? I've always felt this. Nothing friendlier than a peach. That's why they say you're a peach. Otherwise, they would never say that if it were an angry fruit. Now, this little stamp set has some cute little fillers too, so I don't have to worry too terribly much about the perfect. Oh, this one goes here too. Okay, we'll put this little guy here. I don't care if they can be touching each other. I can always fill it in too with something else. Okay. Oh. Yep. 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 Okay. One more. I don't want to go down here though because I have this little awkward area. We have a peach. We have orange, red, orange, red, orange, red. Natural thing would be orange, red. Or kind of peach. Well, it's not really orange, it's peach. Pear. We'll go for a smaller pear. This got to fill in too. Oh, these are just lovely. But, you know, I think we're going to use his peach bottom mask, even though it's a different stamp. Oh, well, that didn't work. There we go. That worked okay. This moved and I dropped my stamp. Darn. Best laid plans. Mice and men. Okay. So how about if we do something here? We can do that. We can scooch him right in there. It's like a puzzle. But you know, the best thing about this puzzle is that you don't have to worry about missing a piece that the dog ate or anything. There's another one. Now we can go ahead and we can start doing the solid. We can get solid, man. I don't know if we can do solid. We don't want to do solid this stuff again because it may not. It would probably cover the black, and I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, so we'll just see what happens. We're going to cover it with a yellow, golden yellow, Was not thinking of colors though when I was doing this. That's kind of dumb. That might be the only one. It's okay too. And we have a solid rojo for the red. And I have this all inked with stuff called ink. Oh. I was kind of get my inner lurch going there. Oh. There we go. So we're just using the solid parts. This is going to be kind of pretty, I think. I do, I believe. And then we have El Picho. Oh wait, there's another pair. Dang. There's 2 pairs on here. One pair. Okay, so we did that one in gold, in the Goldie stuff. Let's do Goldilocks. Let's do this one in yellow. So, and I'll just mostly do the bottom part, so it won't go over too much on the other. But if it does go over on the top one, it's not going to be a big problem because it's lighter yellow, and you can't see it. That's the way, baby. That's the way of it. Yep. See, behold, this was a darker yellow. It was more of a yellow-orange. This was a yellow, and so opted for this one at the bottom out of serendipity, but it sure made me look good there. I appreciate that. And so you didn't see it up here, even though I didn't use a mask. So we appreciate you, Pearface. Okay, I'm tired of lifting this thing up. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Okay, then, oh, Peachoid. I believe is this one. No, I think not. Methinks not. That's an orange. Must be this one. There we go. That is it. Okay, I'm going to put its little stamp bottom. I'm going to put the little stamp bottom on the block and rough up its little face. Wipe it clean from my oils because that's no good either. Let's see if we can get some tangerine going on, or nectarine, or something like that. I'll just put those little peaches, all colored them up. Don't you love being able to watch that ink transfer off that moment? Since I missed that one, I don't have to worry too much about being perfect on the rest of them, because I already blew it. So that's, whew, pressure's off here. I don't know what happened to that. Nope. That bottom, there it is. We're going to use that bottom again. Oops. I wonder where this part is. Is that a different stamp? Okay, so we'll do... This one has a little tip at the end. This one does not. Oh, that's a pear! Okay, who's screaming that at me? That's not a peach at all. That's a pear. Well, you know, it goes to tell that faces really do tell the story. I couldn't see its little face. Okay, back to bed with you. Good, I didn't pick up any kind of stamp. Okay, now we'll just do the bottom of this guy again. There we go. Now we're looking stronger. We sure are. Okay, that's going to be that for right now. We might make it a little more dramatic in a little bit with some markers. But right now, you're going to go chill, and I'm going to get out number 3. Okay, number 3, what are we going to do with you? Same stamp set. Washing your little face. What do we want to do? We have not done these circle things. Let's try that. with this ink is supposed to be solvent based. I did see that they now have re-inkers for this, and I do need to get a few things. So that's good. So go ahead. Start in the same place. They're going to be friends again. Smooch, smooch. Off to the side. One over here too. Oh, we like this nice, easy, round one. So we'll do a bunch of those. Sherlock round and easy. Yes, yes, yes. This one, I do have some leaves. Maybe some more leaves. Okay, so is this limes? It's got to be limes, right? To have some color? I think it has to be limes. And then this is the round one. I think I'll do the limes now. I'm looking at my color options. I think we'll do limes in green apple. Of course. It's the trouble with naming things. If you're very literal, you have trouble. Or these are about the same. This one's a little more yellow. Right? Yeah. They're pretty close. That was a little bluer. We'll go with a little bluer. Might come in on this one too and do a little fancy schmancy. Okay, I'm getting it. I guess I could have done lemon and lime, then it would be more 7-Up. Does anybody still drink 7-Up? Is it still available? I don't remember last time I had 7-Up. Here's a half. Here's a halfsy. Halfsy. Oh, we could do orange. Maybe we can do something darker with the leaves. Okay. Back to this poor old pathetic inkless stamp pad. And now we need to do something here, though. We need a new mask. There's only so much I can shirk. My responsibilities get to a point. Which side has the stick on? You know, you could do the inside too, but that's okay. We're going to come back and do the outside with the dark, with a marker, I think. Could do a little rindy rind, and then we'll add some white to the seeds. Realistic, you know. Or lemon slices, orange slices, yes. You bring out the zest in me. Oh, Miss Patty, you're perfect. You're a peach. You've got a peach of my heart. Oh, my golly. Orange, you the best. Yes, knock, knock. Who's there? Orange. Maybe just knock, knock. Just do some knock, knock jokes. Can't have enough of those. Okay, so. Would you like to hear my my knock, knock joke repertoire? Just phenomenal. Woo! Don't twist your wrist. Twist the paper or the stamp. Oh, look how cute. Just that little thing just makes it so much. It needs to be. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can cheat. Cheat enough. I can cheat enough. Go both. That is me kissing my brain. Okay, I don't need to risk it. No risky rat stuff. See, now that one can be together like that. It's going to be fine. One more. My goodness, who ever thought of doing all this? think that might just be enough for that. I do. I'm wondering then, I wonder if you could just do some leaves on the outside there. I don't know. Okay, so you're saying lemons, maybe some brighter yellow would, the yellow is kind of a dead ski, but because it's on the yellow. Maybe we just leave this yellow and just keep it green, and maybe even fill in the other parts. It might with maybe I wonder what we could do. Gray? No, not gray. Stop it. Stop thinking dull thoughts. Okay, here's another one. Okay, we're gonna let you rest and chill for a minute. We've got one more to go. Okay, this has a smudge on it, so let's go to take it to the top. Now we have, what else do we have on this lovely little stamp set? We have real lemons we haven't used yet. Oops, I put it on the wrong side. Have we used it? Gosh, that seems like a long time ago that I made those. It's just moments. Okay, so this is a naranja, see? Maybe it's a naranja? Might be pretty. Okay. The orange part, I probably should, let's twist that, because I think I want the orange to be more on the yellow and the green maybe, but not so much the blue. We're going to start in a new place. But we'll probably put it there anyway. What the heck? Now we're going to talk about diagonals on Thursday. Diagonals in lines in design. But we'll go ahead and give you extra points. Oh, I had it wet. We'll give you extra points for noticing that this is a very casual way to make this happen, and we have lots of diagonals going on. So we might just make orange. So if they were straight up and down, horizontal and vertical axis, like we were talking about the other night, they would feel much more stiff and regimented. So this is a way to make it feel like it's tumbling, because when you're tumbling, oh my gosh, you are not stiff. You're going to be soon, but you're going to be you're going to be tumbly and twisted and messed up. So we don't want that. Here's a little green. We're going to put leaves in this one. Good thing this stamp is clear. Oh, we can put that one right there. Coming off the critter itself. And then we can pretend that this one's coming down from this guy. But between you and me, it's not. There's another one. He's kind of crossed over. Okay. If I put this one here, he's going to be he shouldn't have been. So that's okay. So maybe have one sticking down. I think it will look better in the long run. You know, we can put this one. Oh, I know what we'll do. We won't put it going that way. We'll have it go this way. I think it went over a little bit. It's okay. They won't kick me out of the stamp union. I don't think. I'm not in one, so probably won't. Feel pretty safe in my position. Okay, now we're going to get back to dolling it up. So I did my first Insta-reel story. Insta-reel? Insta-reel. I don't know if it's worth it, but it was kind of fun to do. It was kind of like, okay, other people are doing Insta-reels. I am going to figure it out and do it. So I did. And I don't know. It was silly. But I do have some thoughts on it. Can you imagine? I do have thoughts. Is this one a tangerine? I think, well, maybe you're more about straight lines. We talked about straight lines on Thursday, Roberta. We sure did. We're talking all about lines. Oh dear. Oh, well. We're talking all about lines and design in Cards Plus Lab this month. So you can pick that up and run with it as you desire. This is something, I don't know what it is. Is it a little cutie? Might be. I'd go with that. Definitely could be a little cutie. And you know what little cuties are? They're orange. That's what I'm saying. They're orange. And I'm not taking that one back either. Not walking that one back, as they say. Not circling around to make any kind of statement. I messed up on that registration, so pressure's off. I've done my imperfect stamp. What is it? You know, that's kind of cute. It's already kind of cute. So, yep. Last Thursday we talked about straight lines, horizontal and vertical, and what they conjure, evoke, cause in your brainer. And this week we're talking about diagonals, because that's a whole different thing. Oh, you know what they call those they call them little cuties, right? Little sweeties or something. So we could let's put, just for grins, go ahead and just put some hearts on them. Could make them little houses too. Little houses for mouses. So the other day, I'm sorry about my coughing. The other day, I saw the cutest little card, and it had some stamps. No, they had some coffee cups. And they had little houses on it, little doors and things. And I thought and mentioned, oh, I've never seen anything like that. Well, then I was going through some of my stuff, my Pinterest board, and I went, oh, I guess I have. I've done this so long that I've forgotten what I've done, what I've seen. Okay, let's see if we get some green here. But it was still fun to see. It was still really a cute little idea. There are a lot of cards on my Pinterest board if you want this Mary Gun fun. There, I hope my mute worked, because I gave a good cough. I'm going to do the green my traditional way that I do green leaves, which is a lighter green first. Oh, went out of the line. Well, the pressure's off now. Not perfect anymore. Shut up. Don't you hate it? I don't know what that was. I think it's a leaf. It is now. But I like the light green first. This is going to be a really cute set. And then we'll go a little darker. A whole different color at the base. It's not enough. The little leaf veins are going to tell me if they're at the base or at the going up to the tip or down from the tip. They're all going to go up. I don't know that I've ever met a respectable leaf whose veins go down. It could be probably something in a rainforest. Don't know that answer. Don't go to many rainforests, but man, we are building up some humidity here. But nothing like that. Oh, that's starling. Okie doke. Now we need just a little bit of brown. We're doing okay here, because that's a Stemaroo. This is a fun project. This is the kind of project that I like to do. The stamping on and getting it ready, and then having it ready for coloring, and just take it out on my mat, on my screen porch or whatever when I can, and color it when I have time. It works slick as a whistle. I am fighting a box there. Okay. I found my number 10 jelly pen. And they've got these cute little spots here, so let's fill them in with something. Just brightens it up. It's just like a little lemon zest, which is appropriate since this is fruit. Yeah, oh, you can't even see that, but there we go. Okay, we're going to try one more thing. Are you ready for this? And this may be this could be a disaster. This could be the moment. Oh my gosh, this is it. I'm going to go ahead and do my little powder. This is a homemade powder thing, whatever. And we're going to go ahead and get this guy back out. Gosh, it looks really... We're going to get this little solid one back out. I'm going to get things set up before we're ready, or before we do anything important. Part of the important stuff. Here's some clear powder, embossing powder. Some Versamark, which is embossing ink. We're going to make these little tangerines. We are going to make these little tangerines shiny. So even if we've been stamping their faces, not their honey, we still make them nice and shiny. Yes. Little cuties. Well, they needed to be a little cutier with their little hearts. So we're just going, let's see if it works. I hope the stinking other ink doesn't think I'm wanting it to be embossed. But if it does, I guess it's not a big deal. For one thing, I'm not going to come down to this part. I'm going to stay where the action is. And I'm not going to worry about over. This is almost empty. I do have a new bottle. I should date it to see how long it takes me to use. I am almost out of my foam tape that I bought in 2002, and I will tell you that it needs adhesive now. It didn't keep it sticky. So I don't know. It didn't last for 20 years. Oh yeah, that's good. Eso es bueno. Whoops, missed. That's why we have double coverage there. Because I'm such an exciting shot. Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and heat up my little heating tool here. If you don't have a heating tool, what? If you have an embossing heating tool, but you don't have one of these, you need one. This is a piece of cardboard with something very, very exotic. Yes, it is aluminum foil on it. Then there is the very, very exotic edging, which is, yes, masking tape. Now I do have, it hasn't curled off yet, so I think I'm just letting it chill until it does. I do have some furnace tape, and I'm going to do that next. Put it around. It will look so good. And on the back, I have craft mat that I cut up because it was always curling and I hated it. So I just stuck it on there and taped that sucker down. I don't ever need 20 inches of that anyway, so maybe someday I will, but too bad, so sad. And then, of course, this little guy is your handle. So, and I'm not talking. What's Handel's first name? No, I can't think of it. Handel. Handel. You know, the composer. Okay, I'm going to heat this up. I moved my heat tool so that the wire was underneath my desk instead of on top, and now it doesn't reach as far. Now that doesn't seem right, does it? Okay, so we've heated up the heat tool a little bit. We've heated up our pad a little bit, and now I'm going to just get that. We're going to make our little cuties, little shiny cuties. And they're just going to be so cute and happy. You can't eat them. It's going to be like waxed fruit. Can't eat waxed fruit. At least, oh man, I wouldn't want that. Yeah, if I want it perfect, I go to Hallmark. And not the second store either. I bet there are some when the dyes go off. The prints go off. But they probably go off pretty badly when they do. Or misspell a word, you know, it's all got to happen. Forget a comma, not dot a die, all these things that can happen. You can do this a couple times if you want it to be thicker too. I don't think I'm going for that tonight. But I can always Versamark it and do it again. If you put the powder on while it's still hot, you can do 2 layers, but guess what? I got 3 more cards to do, and it's almost 7:30 already, because my little cuties needed a little extra time. No mas. One more. Come on, cutie, you got it. You got it. The little heart ink I used was a rusty orange color. But it doesn't look like rusty orange too much. Now that, oh darn it, that's kind of cute. I like it. Okay, so that would actually fit on the front of the card. Looks like they're all tumbling down. Sentiment right there. Where I thought about putting this stuff, I saw something that Christina Werner was doing. She did watercolor, she did flowers, she did all sorts of other things that I'm not doing. But she did have something at the top. I generally am a bottom person, but I thought, well, that looks okay. And so I think I'll try it. I have tried it. I do like things at the bottom better. I just do. George Frederick Handel. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. I don't listen to too much George. I'm mostly a Mozart, Chopin, Bach, and Beethoven girl. But I get plenty of that. Okay, so that was, I forgot his name. But I do appreciate him. Okay, so we're going to go ahead on this guy. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of darkness around the edge to make it look like it's got a real rind. But we don't have the pith showing yet, so we're going to have to add some white for some pith. And we can do that with some yellow too. Ooh, and then that will make our lemons more lemony. And as a right-hander, I like to know where my marker's going, so I tend to go counterclockwise, but not always. But I can see where it's going. If I try to go this way, I can't see where I'm going as well. I don't know what it would be like to be left-handed, but perhaps that is something you can adjust, and you would go the other way. But if I go counterclockwise, then I can see where I'm aiming, and it makes it a lot easier to do. Well, that's going to be kind of cute too. Okie doke. Yayo. We have some yayo. You know, these old iris drawers, they're old, and they kind of catch. Oh gosh, this pen is on so good. And they kind of catch and they squeak and they probably complain when I leave the room, but they're paid for. I look at those Alex drawers and think, boy, wouldn't that look nice in here? And I think, but these, I know where everything is. I already learned my system, even though I change it about every 6 months. And I don't want to spend money on that stuff. So I just imagine my room with Alex drawers, but I keep them with the old Iris cards. So that's my sacrifice. So much. Yeah, there we go. See, now we just need some white. Do we want a little more yellow? Maybe we just do a little yellow. No. You just did the other sister. Just leave it. Drop it right there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put a little pith. I'm not talking a helmet around this edge. Amy, for you, we need a banana for your poem, but I don't have a banana stamp. So I should be jumping that line. I shouldn't be going over it. But I can go over that section line with black pen. And I think we'll put a little white there. Oh, if you were really good, you would probably put some white around that too, but I don't think I'm really good. I think I'm okay. I think I'm not really good. Yep, I think that we're going to skip those little lines. Move your paper, not your wrist, so you don't get all nickied up. This one you could do the same thing with the Versa mark. You know what we might do? Might just do a little drag on that and see how that works instead of doing the stamping. Sometimes I think the ink balls up the ink ball, so it's okay to, if you're not getting a good impression, to just go ahead and rub it off. And you know, something else about ballpoint pens, if you just go back and forth, you never get a new area for it to have picked up the ink. You don't get new ink until you do circles. So there you go. My years at one doctor's clinic was worth that just for that. Because we had cruddy pens. And you had to know how to work the pens. There we go. Yeah, this is very fresh. Look how fresh that is. You know, you could do something about your fresh. You were too fresh. We're not going to see you anymore. Sorry for being fresh. You're cute, but too fresh. Do we want that right there? Do we want the leaf? Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Yeah. We'll make the seeds white. I'm doing a great job. I'm doing a good job. Oh, this is so cute and fresh. Sorry, I was fresh. I love your grocery store. You're so fresh. I'm quit. This is my letter of resignation. The boss was fresh. We want this in the yellow too, probably. Not as much, but there's not as much. Oh, I know I need to. Yep. No, I don't. Oh, so there's hardly any contrast there, but I started. You could have a fresh start. There we go. That's a good one too. So we've got two pretty cute things, don't we? Yeah, this could be on the bottom. I would be happier. Yeah, just I think I like it better. But you could also cut these up. You could also, cut this up and make it and then mat it. You don't have to have it like this. You can cut it into sections. You don't have to leave it like this. It's all good. Okay, what do we have here? What do we have here? I'm going too late for you guys. But I just having more fun than we know what to do. Okay, is this gonna be too orange? Now, the thing about a peach is you have to be careful so it doesn't look like a bud. But at the same time, it just kind of tends to want to do that. So just don't want to have it make it not look like a little hiney. What? Aren't you? Oh man, I am so glad I speak English. I just love the ways that English works. And then you could come back in and make it. See, that makes it almost worse. I don't know. It's almost like I need to do the whole thing now. If I make it too round, well, if I get away from that line, maybe it won't look quite so anatomical. We do have an issue here with this little peach. There we go. He's looking kind of good now. But do I want to do that to 2 more? We'll think about that. I think we do, but I'll give that a moment to rest our thinkings. Okay, all right. Now we've got this. Now we've got that. So now we've got to come along here and do some flicking. I'm going to go over this because I don't want to go around it. And that is a reason enough. This very much because I don't want to go all the way. So I'm just going to do a little line. Shadow, little cast shadow there. This would be pretty with a little, you know what else would be pretty on this? A little bit of this guy. He would be real pretty with a little of this guy too. Okay, might ruin it. Here we go. Just a little blush. Yeah, kind of bad there. A little blush. Should have done this. May have to stamp over it. May have ruined it. You know what? Yeah, you can cut that off. It's fine. So let's give this guy a little blush. Give him a chance. I wonder if you did this guy with a little. Oh, that was the pear. That's right. He keeps fooling me. I keep thinking he's a blinking, whatever that thing is, peach. So we'll go ahead and give this guy some more color too. But that Copic, man, that's taking charge. It's saying I am a color and I am standing out. It is taking charge. Okay. Okay, that's enough of you. I've had enough fun with you. No, I haven't. I've just... Oh, wonder what happens if you use this side. Get great big strokes really fast. And we can do it down here too, because he's also a pear. Not much color difference there. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to do the green. I'll be darned. Well, we can rectify that pretty darn fast. I think we're going to let this one evolve. I think you need some time to think about the consequences of your stamping. Okay. Oh, that green's pretty. Maybe green would be a good thing. Not a bad thing. Maybe. And sneak one right in here. And everybody will think there's a little strawberry back there, and there's not. Fool them. Fool them. Okay. Oops. Fool me. Well, that's pretty like that. But I can't have it down at the bottom because you would be looking for a strawberry then for sure. Then I'm going to have to come back and do... I'm not going to, you know, I am not going to stamp that. No. No, I am taking matters into my own hands. I am going to do this. And really, can't I? Sure. Just make sure when you do something reckless like this that the pen nib is similar to the stamps, so they make sense. If you get something that's really fat and majestic and doesn't make sense with the rest of the things, then you're going to be in trouble. So I just drew in the rest because I didn't want to stamp it. I didn't want to get the... That's fine. Fine. I didn't want to get the rest of it out. Oops, there's another one. Didn't want to do the matte mask and the whole shebang. So then you can come back in, do the little strawberry and some little lines. We're fine. Yep. After all, we got a peach bum on here. How much do you have to have it perfect after all? One other thing I think that would look good on this, before I say that I'm going to quit, even though I know I won't, is... I'm going to go ahead and do a little... Oh, this is kind of dark. A little outline. And that will separate the men from the boys. That will separate the pears a little bit, or the fruit a little bit from the background, because it's all kind of blending in since I blended the background. And that is definitely part of the color that is in the fruit, which was on purpose. So let's go ahead and make work. Like getting an extra glass out. You know you had left your glass downstairs. Let's make work. Because you want the drink and the water's here. You don't want to go down and get the glass. Oh, look at that. I'm running out of ink. Shh. That just not a happy moment for me. But I don't like this part at all. If I scrub it, if I push harder, will the ink come out better? Physics, does that say that it will go out better? Yes, really, this is kind of pretty. It looks a little vintagey, doesn't it? With that yellowy tinge. I kind of like it. And then if you did some edging in some brown, we might have something going here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and crafters and craftettes. This is actually, I'm kind of loving this one. Peach bums and all. I think this one's cool. I do. I think it's cool. Because I'm seeing it as a vintage piece here. And I didn't even have to use coffee stained paper. I've been watching a lot of vintage stuff. So maybe it's just in my brain. It's coming out my hands involuntarily. Yeah. Yep, I'm thinking. And then, I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. I think nothing right now. Oh, I was going to show you this. Let me show you how to do this one really fast. I'm just going to use a piece of copy paper because I said I would show you how I made the little book for. I love I said I would show you how to make that little book that we had, my little car book, and I don't know where it is from the other night. So you just take an 8.5 by 11, and you may have seen this before, but it's worth seeing again. And fold it in half lengthwise, fold it in half the otherwise, and then fold that in half again. So you end up with 8 rectangles. That would be rectangles. And then this line right down the center, we are going to go cut from here to here. There's a line that goes right down the center. So we have 8 little spots, right? And I would generally use a trimmer or a craft knife. So that I had something a bit, so it looked better. But you know what? We're going jaggedy. This is going to, and then you fold it longwise again, pinch the middle two, and it collapses on itself, and then you have a little book. One piece of paper, doo-doo, 4 little pages. Now, you could also flip it over, and once you find the ends, are there ends? But you could do some little fancy kind of pockets and things, all sorts of cool things. But that's how I made the little guide, the little book for the cars. I so love this. I'm going to work on these, and I will show you probably Thursday, maybe next Tuesday. Did want to show you, this is a cool little thing if you want me to show you how to make, you know, there's templates for these things, die cuts, and I just didn't want to buy one. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make one without the die cut. So I did it. And I think they turned out kind of cute. There's a few little tips that I discovered. Look how cute that is. This was just the stuff that when I trimmed it and just made it into some party paper. Yay! A little more exciting there. So, yeah, lots of colors. I found some old sequins with lots of colors, so that was good. But I do have some, I can show you that. Just let me know if that's something you want to see. This was a background stamp that I was working on the other day, and it looks like an old computer card or something. And I cut it open and put something in there. That was kind of fun. I ran into that idea, and then I appreciated myself for that. Cares that brain. This is the thing that I made. Look how cute these are. This is another one of those projects that you can do all the basic shading. And I shaded with a brush first and then stamped. And then came in and did all sorts of coloring, which was just so fun. Doesn't that look like it's nighttime? And it's everybody at the KOA is just out singing Kumbaya by the fire. It's so fun. And then they're going to have so many mosquito bites. It's not going to be fun tomorrow. And then there's little green ones. And then I made them into little cards. They're so cute. They're so cute and happy. And you get a bunch of them on just a piece. And I just did one of these 8.5 by 11s, and then just did a couple lines of them. Knowing that it was going to be about 2.5 inches deep. And so just, I don't know how many you can get, four out of that. And oops, somebody needs a little bit of adhesive. And so that's another little fun thing. But you could do flowers. You can do flowers or fruit. Hey, you want to do some flowers or some fruit? You could do anything like that. Little animals, make them purple. It'll be fun. Let's see. It didn't. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, husband. Oh, no, you dumped some of. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, it's Judy. Okay, Judy sent a laughing comment, and not your. Oh, no, we would never laugh. It's okay. You're laughing now. Okay, good. You mean you might have said the word in French? Now you want key lime pie. Ooh, that sounds good. You really like the white gel pen. Yep, yep, gotta have the white gel pen. Yep, yep, good tip. I learned, I went to that job just to learn that tip and to have a good time, of course. Oh, and I got the swine flu there too. I had that. I had a great night. Oh, okay, good, good, very good. Well, all right, yeah, it does look vintage. I'm gonna work on. I love this. I'm gonna put some more color on these guys though, and then I don't know on this guy. Maybe I was gonna make blue and yellow fruit. I could. You never know. Yes, somebody's printed those from your computer. Ooh, I've never done that. That's pretty cool. Yes, I did see she called it a zine. I don't know why. It was fun to see it come back though. It's a fun little thing. I did staple that, but you could glue these together too. You could also, because there's a whole side that's open. So if you wanted to glue, you could adhere this side too. Well, wait, not all of them are open, I guess. Dude, are they all open on one side? Yes, they are. Okay, so you could make these all pockets too. And that could be a fun thing. I don't know if it'd be fun or not. Maybe it'd just be a pain, another thing you have to do, but at the same time, it might be really fun. Just do little pockets. There's so many things you can do that are fun. You can make vintage fruit. You can make shiny cuties. You can make upside down key lime pie. This would be cute for a recipe card, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. And that could be a card. You could send that as a card with a handwritten your little recipe. Ooh, that would be adorable. We want to thank our patrons. Man, we love our patrons. We're getting a few. We have a new Denise is now a fun friend. Thank you, Denise from Louisiana, and Vicky moved up to be a big funder. So now we have two Vickies: Vicky Emerson, Vicky Ruda, Kim W, Janet Flanagan, and Rachel Castle are all going to get the scrapbook event, the scrapbook game, free. Because they're patrons at the big vendor level. Yes, and that is going to be on the 26th. Our guest this time is Leslie Benson. Leslie was a student of mine on Fun University, and she picked up scrapbooking again because of Fun University. And so I thought it would be fun to have her on with her perspective. And so she's going to be a guest of ours on the show, on the gamified show, Scrapbook Craft Roulette, for one of the sessions. Sessions are going to be longer. They're not going to be so frantic. And it's all new. We're going to have all sorts of new stuff. It's going to be a summer theme. So there's going to be more coming out this week about that. And I'm not sure when. But we do thank you guys a whole lot for being a part of this show and Cut the Crap, and which, by the way, we do have a meeting on Monday, and Craft Roulette, because I know I hear wonderful things from people and how happy they are that we have these shows, and it's because of your help. So thumbs up, kiss your ring, appreciate you. It's that time anyway. So let's kiss our brains. I've been kissing it all night long. And we send one to you too. Thank you so much. Have a great night. We'll see you Thursday for Cards Plus. We're going to be talking about the playfulness of diagonals. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Take care, Judy.